नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ नमो हिरण्यबाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अम्बिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपते ब्रह्मणोऽधिपते ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोऽहम्। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपते ब्रह्मणोऽधिपते ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोऽहम्। ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपते ब्रह्मणोऽधिपते ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवोऽहम्। तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वाग्विशुद्धाय धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। महादेवाय विद्महे रुद्रमूर्तये धीमहि तन्नः शिवः प्रचोदयात्। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवान् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवान् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः।
Sitaram and Namaskar everyone. Welcome to our Tuesday Satsang. Like all to please cross your hands, close your eyes and bow your heads. Once more, let's meditate on that beautiful aspect of Bhagavan. Envisioning Bhagavan in your minds. वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा आदिपूज्यङ्गनादक्षम् उमापुत्रं विनायका मङ्गलं परमं रूपं श्रीगणेशं नमाम्यहम् वक्रतुण्डं महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तेन चराचरं तत्परं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुस्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः या देवी सर्वभूतेषु भक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः ॐ या देवी सर्वभूतेषु बुद्धिरूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः हरि ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम शांति 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 हरि जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय गणपति बप्पा मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय गणपति बप्पा मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय गणपति बप्पा मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय गणपति बप्पा मोरया गणपति बप्पा मोरया मोरया गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 जय गणराय जय गणराय श्री गणराय जय गणराय गणपति बप्पा मोरया जय गणराय श्री गणराय गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक गणपति बप्पा मोरया सिद्धिविनायक मंगलदायक गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया 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 गणपति बप्पा मोरया
So today we will be taking our shlokas from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So for those who don't remember, can't remember or don't know what the Bhagavad Gita is, it is the crux of the Vedas, our most sacred, authoritative and important text of Hinduism. And how did the Bhagavad Gita come about? Shri Krishna, our Deva Shri Krishna, that incarnation of Bhagavan Vishnu, and his friend Arjuna were placed in a predicament, were placed in a situation where Arjuna had to fight his family. Arjuna had to fight his cousins. And as Arjuna was standing there in the midst of the battlefield, he was watching his cousins, he was watching everyone around him, and he became overwhelmed overwhelmed by misplaced compassion for all the family there. Because he's thinking to himself, how can I fight my own brethren? How can I fight the ones I grew up with? How can I fight the ones who taught me everything I know? How? Oh, how? How can I do this? And Arjuna, just like how we, when we have so much things to do, when there's so many things there, we can't do anything sometimes. So Arjuna was in this state of distraught. But luckily, he had Bhagavan Shri Krishna there. And Bhagavan Shri Krishna, his friend, placed Arjuna and began to recite the Bhagavad Gita. Teaching, this is a dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna, where Arjuna is asking questions and Shri Krishna is not only answering them, but going into great detail, teaching him the very Vedas he knew as a little boy. Growing up in the Gurukul, he's now teaching him over all these beautiful, wonderful teachings from our Shastras. And today, we'll be taking shlokas from verses 13. Bhagavan Shankara is known as Adi Yogi. Bhagavan Shankara is that one who embodies that peace and that tranquility. Most images you would see Bhagavan Shankara, Bhagavan Shiva, sitting in this Sukhasana, meditating. Namo Mahadeva Shambho, Namo Sarashiva, Jai Parameshwar, Jai Bhuvaneshwar, Jai Shiva Shankara. Namo Mahadeva Shambho, Namo Sadashiva, Jai Parameshwar, Jai Bhuvaneshwar, Jai Shiva Shankara. Bhavani Shankara Uma Maheshwara Girija Shankara. Bhavani Shankara Uma Maheshwara Girija Shankara. Jai Pralankara Jai Pitambara Jai Shiva Shankara. Jai Pralankara Jai Pitambara Jai Shiva Shankara. Jai बोलो श्री शंकर भगवान की जय। So Bhagavan Shri Krishna here, he wants to help his friend because he's seeing, just like we were, if we are close to someone and we are seeing them in a distraught state, unable to cope with what is going on around them, not being themselves, just there. And you're seeing them, you're seeing their faces as it goes lower and lower. And they are drowning in everything around them. Just as we would want to for our friends if we really care about our friends. So too, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is there with Arjuna. And as he's there with Arjuna, he's telling him these words. He's telling him these words. Matra parshastu kaunteya Shitushna sukha dukkhadaha Agamapayino nityaha Tam Titiksha bharata Hari Om. So here Shri Krishna is telling Arjuna, the contacts of senses with objects causes heat and cold, pleasure and pain. Having a beginning and an end, they are impermanent. They are impermanent. What Shri Krishna is saying here? So this is a shloka that we should all memorize. It's a very important shloka. When we take our hands and we touch it to fire, what happens? We immediately pull away without thinking, without doing anything. Our reaction is to pull it away quickly. When we touch something that is so cold, it feels like fire, our reaction is to pull it away so quickly. So quickly. We react. Everything around us. Our senses, our ability to see, our ability to smell, our ability to taste, our ability to hear, and our ability to touch. In most instances, they control our minds. They control our minds in such a way that if there is noise going on around us, we are unable to concentrate. We get angry, we get flustered, we say, "Oh, stop making noise!" So anger comes out. Why? Because we are so engrossed in these senses, in the things around us, in these material things, that they draw on our minds. They pull our minds to and fro, and we are unable to do the things we need to do if we are not in an environment that can allow us to. And what Shri Krishna is saying here, Shri Krishna is saying here that all these things around are impermanent. The noise is impermanent, the heat is impermanent, the cold is impermanent. Everything, all this contact that we have with everything on this earth is impermanent. Is impermanent. What we must do, we must have Titiksha. This reminds me of a beautiful story. There was once a great king. And this king, he used to get sad, and he used to get happy, and he would get sad, get happy, and a thought came to him, like a light bulb shining in his head. And he proclaimed, he sent out a proclamation to everyone in his kingdom, and to the neighboring kingdoms also. Whosoever can bring me something that when I am sad would make me happy, and when I am happy would make me sad, I would give him his weight in gold. I would give him his weight in gold. And you know, if we hear that, we're going to, gold expensive. If you get weight in gold, I have about 180 pounds. If I get 180 pounds in gold, I don't need nothing again. My life set. So everyone there, everyone in the kingdom was thinking, all the great scholars, all the great jewels men, all the great metallurgies, or whatever you call them, smiths, some armor smiths, iron smiths. They all tried and did so many things, and the king would spend days upon days just going through everyone. They would bring him some cows, but he would like, cows make me happy. Why would they make me sad too? Why would they always make me sad when I am happy? Would they always make me happy when I am sad? No, they would only be happy sometimes. But then there was this one day, there was this old man walking with the stick coming, and he walked slowly into the king's courtyard, and he took this very simple ring, not gold, not silver, simple ring, and he gave it to the king. And the king was like, how could this make me happy? How could this make me sad? What is this ring? But the old man said, O Raja, read what is on that ring. Read what is on that ring. And the king began to read that inscription. He began to read, and he saw what was written on this ring. What was written on this ring? You will see after the bhajan. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, So what was inscribed on this ring? Not Hare Rama, not Hare Krishna, not Hari Bol. What was inscribed on this ring wasn't anything material, wasn't anything that he could have tangible, but it was a remembrance. The king would remember the impermanent. The king would remember the temporary nature of the sukha and the dukkha that he feels. He would know that when he is happy, this too shall pass, and he will remember that this happiness will go. And when he is sad, he will remember this too shall pass. And then the sadness, it wouldn't go immediately, but it would lessen a bit. And just this inscription was what was given to the king. And here Sri Krishna is saying, in the midst of all the senses, in this karmic society where we are pulled to action, where we must engage our senses, there is no way where our senses will not be engaged once we are living in society. We must learn this very important quality. What is Titiksha? Titiksha is being able to withstand. Being able to withstand. Being able to endure. Forbearance with a smile. Not just going through things. Not just going through life. Not just doing things, and you're like, oh gosh, again I have to go to work. Oh gosh, again I have to get up. Oh gosh, I have to go to school, I have to study. Oh God, I'm fed up. You're doing it, but you're doing it in what kind of manner? You feel like something is pushing you, like you are Sisyphus on the hill, pushing up a boulder and the boulder falling down, and you're pushing up the boulder and you're struggling and you can't get the boulder to the top and you're feeling no sense of enjoyment. You're feeling nothing. You're just there. That is not Titiksha. Titiksha is not just going through everything, just haphazardly, just doing this. Titiksha is doing everything. That forbearance, but with a smile, not a physical smile, but an internal smile. That smile you feel to the very core, knowing that you are genuinely happy doing what you are doing, regardless of what you are doing. Because it doesn't matter if someone drops a pop quiz on you today, you're okay. It doesn't matter if your boss comes and drops a whole bunch of work, okay. If it is your duty, you do it with a smile. Doesn't matter if you are piled upon with tasks that you have to do, that you are responsible for. You do it with a smile. Be gracious. Saying Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. You're doing it happily. Doing it happily. You're not doing it and you can see the displeasure in your face. You're not doing it and you can see the irritant. You're seeing the irritants in your face. No. You're doing it. And you are doing it happily and willingly. And Sri Krishna further goes on to say, Yam hina vyathayan chete purusham purusharshabha samadukha sukham dhiram somritatvaya kalpate. He is saying that firm man whom these do not afflict, whom pleasure and pain are the same, who pleasure and pain are the same, that person is endowed with patience, dhiram. That person is fit for realizing immortality. He is saying here, that person who understands Titiksha, that person where pleasure and pain understands that both are the same and both have no pull on his mind. Like, for example, if mom cooked food and, boy, I don't like that, and you're not eating it. Or, for example, I like doubles, so I want my doubles man and I'm happy. But the doubles man, I don't want cucumber, my doubles, and the doubles man have no cucumber. So I get sad. I want cucumber. If I am endowed with Titiksha, if I am endowed and understand what Shri Krishna is saying here, then whatever is there, is there. I accept it as prasada, as bhiksha from Bhagavan. And I accept it gladly, willingly, happily, without any kind of disruptions in my mind. I'm grateful for this. That person, it reminds me of another story. So, there was one time, was helping the kids in the ashram, Chinmaya ashram. Was helping the kids for summer camp, right? And there was this lady who was a very good singer, and she wanted to come and teach the children a song, right? She wanted to teach the children a song. So we were like, alright, we happy if somebody coming to help. We will get to sit down and watch, and they will get to teach the children. Alright, so we happy. So we said, alright, you come, you teach. So she came. And she came and she started to teach them a song. And she started, this is the song. She went, she had all, remember these children are below 12. All of them are young children. Very young children. And she had all of them sitting there. And she started to sing. Prema mudita manas kaho Ram Ram Ram. Like what Giri should go. Ram 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 Ram. And she's going Prema mudita manas kaho Ram 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 Ram. I know song as good as them, but she was singing very well. But remember, these children are 12, and I saw them just. But there, I was watching, because we have to supervise them still. I was watching this young boy just there, and he's sitting and he's watching her, and he's enjoying it, and he's singing along with her. And what he's doing, when I go and I saw him, he is there laughing away and singing the song. And I'm watching him to see what he's doing. He took a piece of string from the carpet, like how it comes out. I'm going to pull up anti-rat thing. String that has come out. And he was tickling under his foot. And he was giggling. As she is singing, giggling. And as he is giggling, he is singing. And this goes on and on and on. And he do not have to on. And this goes on and on and on. And he's going, he's learning it, he's doing it. This young boy there taught me something about the Titiksha. He has to sit down there. It is not enjoyable for any of the children there. He has to sit down there. Remember, children, when they are young, they are naturally rajasic. So they want to do things like that. Especially when you have a group, you have to engage them. And all of them, but he was paying attention. What did he do? He found a way to make himself enjoy what he had to go through. He found a way to endure this with a smile. He was and he was learning it also. Even though he wasn't saying the correct words, he was learning the tune because he was singing it. And this goes on and on and on. As she went on and on and on. I said go, yeah? As she went on and on and on. He sang and he's learning it. Can you imagine this? A young boy like learning. Beautiful lesson to learn here. Very beautiful lesson. And Shri Krishna is saying here, when a person becomes endowed, when a person is able to possess that Titiksha, that forbearance with a smile, that person becomes endowed with patience. That person becomes endowed with patience. How many persons here, how many people here, when they are sitting, for example, in a doctor's waiting room, when they are sitting and they have nothing to do, they feel like they're going mad. They feel like they're going mad. Every single person in this age, when they are sitting down to do something, what are we doing? Swiping, 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 swiping. Up. Laughing at everything. Memes, TikTok, Facebook, WhatsApp. We have to be doing something. Is this not true? If we are not doing anything, we become so agitated. Oh gosh, I can't handle it here. And nothing to do. Nothing to do. Now, patience is like toilet paper. Like single ply toilet paper. Like when you wipe paper and it break. Toilet paper. Patience. There is no thickness there. So thin is our patience that we can't do anything. We can't sit down quietly or stand up quietly without doing something. Do you think this is a good thing? Do you really think it is a good thing that we are always doing something, and when we are doing nothing, we become so agitated? I hope most of you tuned in on Monday for the wonderful seminar on anxiety that happened. It was a great seminar because it dealt with these things. It dealt with this because that which we feel when we are not doing anything, when there's nothing to do and we have to sit down quiet, that is that anxiety. Our mind running helter skelter to this, to that, and because we do not take the time every day, we do not take any time at all to sit quietly and learn how to control our thoughts and learn how to deal with our thoughts. We are unable to be patient, and therefore we do not have this Titiksha. This is one of the greatest cause for mental illnesses in this day and age, because you spend your whole life working, doing so much jobs. Imagine you are doing work your entire life, and then when you retire, you have nothing to do. You can't do what you spent your entire life doing. What do you think happens? Your mind is no longer operating. Your mind is no longer being taxed. Your mind is no longer being utilized. When something isn't being utilized, if you park down your car and don't use it, what happens to it? It stops being able to start. It begins to deteriorate, and it wouldn't last as long as if you were using it. So too the mind is like that. If you don't use it, you don't learn how to use it adequately, it deteriorates. So we must learn about this Titiksha so that we can have that patience. We can have that patience. When persons retire, we see so much different illnesses, especially mental illnesses. Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, just to name a few. And a lot of time the children have no time to deal with it. So what happens? You are sent off into home to stay for the rest of your life. But we must take the responsibility to learn that Titiksha. And so we can have that patience. So that when we get old, we are able to move as we were when we were young. Our mind don't deteriorate. We teach it how to react and how to behave when we are alone, when there is nothing there. We don't go insane. We don't go senile. Why? Because we learned how to do it. We learned how to embody this Titiksha, and we were endowed with this patience. Shri Krishna so beautifully said that thing. Shri Krishna teaching Arjuna. As Arjuna is in the middle of the battlefield, like how we are in the middle of this karmic society with our senses being pulled everywhere, so too Arjuna in that middle of that battlefield, overcome with that emotion, with the senses being pulled. Shri Krishna has to remind him of the impermanence of these senses and show him this Titiksha and show him what he already knew. What he already knew, so that he could fight that battle. So he could fight that battle. And Arjuna was the greatest warrior on that battlefield. Whenever there were any predicament, the first person they would turn to is Arjuna. They needed Arjuna there. And Arjuna, without Lord Krishna, would be just like us. We don't have Lord Krishna there, but we have his teachings. Arjuna without Lord Krishna would have been slumped into depression. He would have gone out and taken sannyas like he was saying he would. Not engaging in society, not engaging in this. A lot of us, we want to do that. A lot of persons, you see, they can't handle everything around us. So what do? They tie the rope and they jump. It happens so many times. Because we have stopped teaching our children. We have stopped teaching ourselves. We have stopped teaching the persons around us how to live without anything. Because we're in a technology era. We don't need to come out our houses for anything. We don't need to. Everything is at our fingertips. We can work from home. We can have food delivered home. We can get everything from home. Amazon straight to your home. You don't need to come out your house. For people to come out their house, you need to give them a proper reason. And they say that. Bed is comfortable. TV is there. Gaming. And our mind is constantly working on all different things. So now, and they're on the tablet scrolling. Watching TV and playing game at the same time. Why am I saying these things? Because it's important to know the things that contribute to us not being able to have this Titiksha. Because if you are not teaching your mind to concentrate, if you are not teaching yourself to live mindfully and to concentrate properly, if you are watching TV, concentrate on the TV. If you are playing a game, concentrate on the game. If you are reading a book, concentrate on the book. If we are not teaching our minds to concentrate properly, and we are always splitting our minds, what happens? We'll never be able to come whole again. We get split personalities, probably. Must learn to have that mindfulness. Must learn to be conscious. Must learn to focus and concentrate. Learn to clear that mind learn to deal with nothing, learn to understand your thoughts. Because having these titiksha, having this titiksha is very important. Because if you have this, it means that whatever comes your way, no matter what it is, you'll be able to handle it, and handle it with a smile. प्रेम से बोलो श्री वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय. Join in this beautiful bhajan to Sri Krishna. Vrindavan Bihari Lal Ki Jai. So remember, even though we have our senses, even though we have our ability to see, smell, taste, hear, touch, cannot let this pull our minds unknowingly. We must be the ones in control. We must be the one to control this mind. We must be the one to embody that Titiksha. Only then that patience will come. Only when we are able to endure anything that comes our way, happily and willingly, only then we'll be able to have that patience that Shri Krishna speaks about. Like all today's class hands, we come to the end of today's satsang. Do join us on Sunday for Sunday sadhanas. Saturday mornings, remember that we have our Vedantic vibes, which starts at 6 a.m. On Mondays, we have our Vedic chanting, our Bhagavad Gita, our Sanskritam classes. So please do come if you are able to. I'm missing anything. When Gita Parayana is what? Gita Parayana. Next week Thursday, our Gita Parayana is there at 5 p.m. in Matilda. We will post the information. Matilda Mandir. So please do come and join us in chanting the entire Bhagavad Gita. All please clasp your hands. And don't forget, there is yoga. If you want to learn how to control this mind through the breath, remember that? And the Raj teaches yoga in the Paramdhama Ashrama on Wednesdays, Thursdays and Saturday mornings. Wednesday evenings, Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. And she also does one-on-one. Right, so all please clasp your hands, close your eyes and bow your heads. Charan va Kayam Karamajam va Shravananayam va Manasam va Parayam Vihitam va Sarvamita Chasva Jaya Jaya Karunabhe Shri Mahadeva Shambhu Jaya Jaya Karunabhe Shri Mahadeva Shambhu Tameva Mata Chapita Tameva Bandhuhu Chasakha Tameva Vidya Dravinam Tameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Shanti 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 Hare प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की जय, वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, आदि शक्ति जगदम्बे माता की जय. Raise your hands in the air. बोलो श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. जय जय सीताराम. Thank you all for joining with us. Namaskar.
श्रीरामचन्द्र कृपालु भज मन हरण भव भय दारुणं नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणं श्रीरामचन्द्र रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुता आवरं पटपीतमानहु तडित रुचि शुचि नौमि जनक सुतावरं भज दीनबन्धु दिनेश दानव दैत्य वंश निकन्दनं रघुनन्द आनन्द कन्द कौशल चन्द दशरथ नन्दन